Hello guys, I hope you are doing great. During this video, I will be sharing 5 simple tips to help you combat homesickness. Homesickness is something that you or anybody may face at any time in their lifetime, whether it's due to being away from home for school, studying abroad, maybe for a job, whatever it may be. Homesickness, to be honest, really sucks. I've experienced homesickness while I've been here in Japan, so I just want to share some of the tips that have better helped me recognize and confront my homesickness. Although I still feel it sometimes, it's not something that completely escapes my body. I do feel like these 5 tips that I'm going to share with you will give you some more comfort in how to recognize your homesickness and how to deal with it so that it's not crippling. So without further ado, let's begin the video. The first step to effectively dealing with homesickness is first recognizing that homesickness is completely normal. So if you're in an experience where you're away from home for work or school or study abroad, first you need to recognize that you are experiencing a lot of new things all at once. Nothing around you is familiar, which further contributes to the homesickness that you're feeling. So first, by validating your feelings and recognizing that you're feeling this way because you're in such a different environment than you're accustomed to, is a really good step at allowing yourself to know that what you're feeling is valid. What you're experiencing is not crazy. And that simple fact will put you in a better position for the next steps that I'm going to share. That moves me into my next tip, which is share with a friend or family member how you are feeling. Personally, this step is my favorite because this is the one that significantly helped me out during my time abroad. There was one evening, maybe like a week and a half after I arrived in Japan, and I was going to sleep and I just felt so lonely. Like, I was in bed and I was thinking like, I'm gonna have to call my parents because I feel so homesick. Like, I literally felt like I could not complete the program. And that was the lowest point that I've ever experienced while in Japan. So before I went to sleep, I prayed about it. I asked God for strength. And then when I woke up the next morning, I still did not feel 100% better. And I was honestly like, I may have to go to the bathroom and like cry in the bathroom because I still do not feel the best, like, at all. But I went to the library and there was this girl there. And this is how the best stories start. There was this girl there and she was from Europe. So she was also very far away from home as well. And she just complimented my braids and I was like, oh, thank you. And we got to talking. How are you acclimating to Japan? And I was completely honest with her. I was like, I am feeling so extremely homesick. I don't know what to do. Like, I paid my tuition already, so I know I at least got to give it a semester, but I don't know if I can continue this program because I just feel so sick to my stomach. Like, I miss my family. I miss my friends so much. And she was like, oh, and then she shared, I asked her as well, how did you deal with homesickness? Did you ever feel homesickness? And she just looked at me, she sighed, and she said, a lot of crying in my room. And that made me feel so much better. Not that she was crying. I'm not an evil person, I promise. But what it did was it validated how I was feeling. It made me know that I was not crazy for feeling homesickness, for wanting to cry while away from home. So I encourage you, if you have other people that are in similar situations as you, if you are away from school, talk to your roommate if you're close to your roommate about feeling homesick. Maybe they feel homesick as well. And more often than not, whenever you share, your feelings of homesickness in an environment where a lot of people are away from home, you will find that many people are feeling these feelings as well. And it at least makes you know, lets you know that you're not crazy. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there and to have conversations with strangers about your homesickness. I don't recommend just crying all over them and spilling all of your problems to them, but definitely having somebody that can let you know, hey, I got through it this way, you can get through it this way, we'll get through it together. Find at least one person that you can talk about your homesickness feelings with. That brings me to my third tip, which is stay in touch with home. The great thing about having friends, supportive friends and family members from home is that no matter how you are feeling, no matter whether or not you complete the thing that you're trying to do that is away from home, they will still love you and they will still support you. One way to stay more connected to home or to feel less separated from home while you're away for school or whatever the heck it may be is by just calling the people that you love, checking in on them, staying involved in their lives. It makes you feel a lot less lonely and it makes the world feel a lot less big. Once my world feels smaller, once I know that I can call my college roommates, my best friends from college, my best friend from home, my family members, I know that they're one call away, truly. And the great thing about having people in your corner, supportive people in your corner, is that no matter whether or not you have to go home, no matter whether or not you have to cry to them, they're still gonna end up saying things that are absolutely positive and that will uplift you and that will give you more strength to pursue whatever dream that you are undertaking right now. That brings me to my fourth point, which is join a club or go to events while you are away from home, whether this be city events or if you're an international student events. If you're an undergrad, there are so many events that you can go to during undergrad. Just make sure that you're not isolating yourself while you are away from home. Like I mentioned earlier, you are not the only person that feels homesickness, that feels some sort of way from being away from home. So try to engage with people that are experiencing similar things to how you're feeling, but also by doing it at an event, you at least know that you have some common interest with this person. So maybe this is something that you guys can hang out and do in the future, or just something that you guys can talk about in the future and you've made a friend. Put yourself out there. If the area that you're in is having events, if the school that you're in is having events, make sure that you're attending them, meeting people, just putting yourself out there and trying to combat some of the feelings that you may be feeling. And my fifth and final tip for battling homesickness is to stay busy. I know that it's hard. We're in a social media heavy age, and I'm of course using social media now to not promote homesickness, but make sure that you're doing things like just going outside, touching some grass, reading a book in a public area, going on a run, going grocery shopping, I don't know, window shopping, whatever it may be. Make sure that you are staying busy, because typically the feelings of homesickness seep in the most whenever you're alone, or maybe whenever you feel like you haven't been the most productive. So in a day, make sure that you're making the most of your day by being productive, just doing little mundane tasks to better yourself or to engage more in this new community, new setting that you're in. And that will significantly decrease the amounts of loneliness that you will be feeling. Because at the end of the day, when you go back to your bed and you think about all the things that you do, I know that you will feel less homesick if you think, oh, I did this today. I just went for a walk. I had a nice cup of coffee. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. It doesn't have to be anything related to money. Whenever I go on a walk just in my little neighborhood, I already feel so much better. And that is absolutely free. I just need some walking shoes. So never ever doubt how staying busy can positively impact your mood, but try to make sure that you're making the most of every day, as opposed to just staying in your room, isolating yourself, and just sort of digging yourself into a hole. Make sure that you're employing these steps into your routine to just give you a better sense of strength within yourself, and over time, you will definitely feel a little bit better. I also just want to say, I absolutely by no means am an expert on homesickness. I will say that it definitely feels like this sometimes, but that one time that I mentioned in the beginning of this video was like the lowest that I have ever felt homesickness away from home. And I've been to Europe. I spent 3 years undergrad in Washington, D.C., and I'm originally from Texas, so I'm accustomed to being away from home. I have not felt as homesick as that one day, so this is just something that I really want to challenge you to do if you are away from home for whatever, and if you're feeling homesick. Try to make the most of your time while you're away from home. You will have many more opportunities to share with the people that you love, either over the phone and hopefully in person after you've finished your experience, about some of the things that you got to do, whether they be all good or all bad or a mixture. You have people that are absolutely so proud of you and are so happy that you've challenged yourself to do whatever away from home. And they will be so happy to have you back home. But definitely try to have confidence in yourself. Try to equip yourself with the best techniques so that you can make the most of your time away from home. That concludes my video for today. If you have any questions, please leave a comment and I will absolutely try to get back to you. But thank you for watching, and please consider liking and subscribing. I have so many other videos to share during my time in Japan for grad school.